Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Draconius Go. Today I'm just going through my hunts that I've been on, and man have I got some really good creatures. I've managed to get a wild capture of one of the red rarity creatures in my bestiary now with an insane Draconius size. We're going to be getting into that, some egg hatches as well. Also we're going to be looking at whether eggs are predetermined because we've got some evidence towards that. Let's get into it then. So first up, a treasure chest that just shows the new boost that you can get, the pheromones. I managed to pull that from a chest. This was my first buff that I got as soon as the update dropped. Just happened to be this. Managed to coincide with a quest which was find 3 treasure chests. So the effect of pheromones has been boosted. Creatures will appear more often. So this is just something that gives you, if you've got it, you probably just want to pop a pheromone straight away. It's going to help you out if you're trying to find creatures of a certain type. So the first creature that I found in the wild of the new updated list is Friggin. Quite a cool little attack then. Spinning around. Yeah, so he was my first creature that I ever caught, and I just think this is a really cute creature that they've added into the game. I actually had seen what I believe to be its evolution Tonir on the radar, but I left it too long and wasn't able to capture it. It despawned. Next up was something very common, which I bet we're all seeing the most of, is Snowy, the evolution that goes to Snow Cliff and then Snow Crag. Don't worry too much, don't be using your Dragon's Eyesight to catch this early on. This guy spawns a lot, and so just use your double candy, double stones on him, so you just get the Stone Crag early on, and you'll get a lot of stones towards it. And he's 25 and then 50 to get the final evolution of that creature. Then, as you can see, I managed to get 2 silhouettes on screen. One which is go right and the other one which is go left. And on top of that, on the way there's a portal which if I turn left I managed to spin it. So I prioritized left. This was the I believe Tonir that I'd already seen on the radar, so I figured it's not going to be that rare. At this point I didn't know what that silhouette was, so I decided to go left. Before I went left though, I opened the portal just to see if there were any Arcana types that were coming up on the silhouettes. So obviously there's quite a few. Now I'm going to be putting out a video on all the different creatures that you can catch, the new 25 that have been introduced. So as you can see though, that I saw something on the screen which looked like a snake. It looked like a cobra rearing its head. So that was my next stop. So I pulled up to it, and as you can see, as I did that, another silhouette came up on the screen. So here we can see my next capture next to the pillar, like a bell, and it's Santas. So Santas is like a mini, like gnome Santa Claus with a bell on its head. Creative, Christmassy bell. Excellent throw, of course, always. Never, very rarely do I hit an excellent throw. The tough thing is you don't know how rare these guys are. So Santas is the first form of an evolution stream, as we can see there. So it's time to drive over there and hopefully get him in my estuary. So far I had such a good luck of being able to encounter in the wild and then capture. And here we go, I finally found him, and he is called Bogey. Bogey or Boggy. Boggy. Bogey is B-O-G-E-Y. Boggy. Which is kind of like an elf, gnome, like a gnome with weird slippers and a Christmassy hat. One throw, one catch, boom. See, that catch rate for me has been awesome. 13 stones with him. So yeah, this is where we're going to see what I'll show you what their evolution streams, how much you need, not the actual people, but so we can see I was wrong with Santas. I believe Santas is actually only a 2 evolution stream creature. Yeah, one Santis, and then you've got a red rare form. So he's blue. So if you find him, you use your double stones on him, or use that Arcana Caramel on the first throw, definitely, just to make sure you caught him. Snowy's a 3 tier. We've got Friggin, which is a 3 tier. Evolution stream. And did I look at Nomi? Oh, Boggy? Anyway, Boggy is a 4 tier evolution stream, so you're gonna have to be getting a lot of stones to get that final one. Hopefully you find the final one in the wild. Fortunately, I did have enough time to do everything I wanted to do in the portal and go over to this guy who was on the silhouette and the radar, Snow Cliff. So this is the second evolution form. So we've got Snowy, Snow Cliff, and then the final one will be Snow Crag. Not too great a throw, but it's a purple sphere, so I've been making sure that I keep these stocked. This is probably what's going behind my good capture rate. I'm using double stone on it because if Snowy is green and it's common, then I might as well just quickly get as many stones as I can. Obviously you're going to get more from this guy. Get him on this one. Boom, nice. Got him. New entry to the bestiary and a ton of stones, 12 stones that comes with him, making me pretty close to be able to get that evolution. 50 stones. Okay, so I'm gonna have to catch a few Snowies, but they're common, as I said, so don't worry too much about them. Now in the process, I didn't actually get a chance to catch Toner. I did see. Here's the annoying thing about the bus. This silhouette was on my screen and there was no chance of me going to get it, so I don't know what that was. Let me know if you've actually caught that silhouette down. Is it a rare? Please don't be. Yeah, tell me in the comments below if it is. So here's an answer that I wanted to know about. Are eggs predetermined? So I had a massive egg hatch of like 8 green eggs. Now these were all caught before the update, so if any of these hatch a new one of the new 25 creatures, then it shows that they're only determined on the point at which they hatch. But it took me a while. Did I get one? Yeah, I did got one. I got one from this, which pretty much shows that eggs aren't. Look, here we go. We've got Snow Cliff, a ton of evolution stones. Figured I might as well evolve him now, get that Snow Crag. Yeah, so it shows that obviously they are not predetermined, which is good, because when you got a ton of like 5k eggs, and I've got most of the 5k creatures, it's kind of good that I can do that. And it means that actually if you really want to get like all the new creatures quick, or have an advantage, maybe get your 10k eggs up close to where they're about to hatch, and then get the update and then hatch them all. I just happened to do a lot of walking and bus riding yesterday on my way to work, and the final one was just a troll. So just a troll. It's just a troll trolling my eggs, giving me rubbish. But as you can see there's a lot of friggins on the screen. Oh, it wasn't the last one. A lot of friggins there, so a lot of potential stones to be able to get that evolution into Toner. Wind Dance, you suck. Right, and then next up, this was insane. Okay, like 2 which looked pretty awesome. I wasn't too concerned about the one on the right. It looked like it may have been a first tier evolution, first part of an evolution stream. I knew that the other one looked like Ronov. I'd already seen him. So this is the guy that was supposedly meant to be small on my silhouette. Looked like it was terrible. So I pulled my Dragon's Eyesight because they were way out of range. There was no way I was going to be getting them. They were like behind DHL factory. Yeah, so Centolion. No idea how rare this guy is. One single throw and caught. And then, wait for it, boom! Centolion is high up on the bestiary, which means he's going to be a really strong creature. Really strong, because look where he's placed. And boom! He's the final form of that evolution stream. So I've caught a red type, and the mid guy, the guy who's second part of that evolution stream, he's really rare. And then boom! A Ronov! Ronov comes up on my screen out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere, because we knew he was on the radar. but like 2 amazing captures from one's Dragon's Eyesight, which made it worth it. And that's where Dragon's Eyesight is just hugely effective, because there was no way I would have got either of them. There's no way I would have been able to travel them. I'd have just been able to see them and be like, great. Oh, I don't know if I showed that. There's a little stumpy guy who looks like Groot off Guardians of the Galaxy. So he's a really cool capture. What a great Dragon's Eyesight to use and get 2 new entries to the bestiary and 1 rare type. Brilliant. And then finally, 2 last ones. This wasn't actually a capture. This was just a Neptune on my screen. And I had a dilemma, right? So I want to keep all my Dragon's Eyesight to get... My biggest aim is just to complete the bestiary. That's what I'm working towards. I know I'm not able to grind enough to get those high CPs and be like the best battler. But I just want to catch them all, you know? The same ethos for Pokemon carries through. So I thought, you know, I could use a Dragon's Eyesight. I was on my way home and there's no way that I could really pull up and just spend the next 30 minutes, and I was actually, there was a tournament, something called Fortress Siege, starting on another game, so I decided to let it go. But it did mean that I've got some Dragon's Eyesight, and this morning I went out on a little trip to try and get my golden egg, which by the way is there's no way I can get it. It is in like a secure gated access of someplace, but at least I got rewarded on the way home when I came back, and Gathos came up on screen. Now I was thinking this guy looks pretty cool and actually might be the 2nd form of Centaulion, definitely on that stream because he's got those sparky horns. Again, another catch. I have not had one of the new creatures run from me at all, and actually he's the 1st here. So we've got Gathos, then somebody, then Centaulion. But that was just a nice entry before, like I was literally coming home and then I was going to do a recording of this new entry. So I think that's like, oh, by the way, just a little thing is Tonir. After I'd used that Dragon's Eyesight, I went in for a swim, came out, pulled my phone on, 1% battery left. Tonir came up on the screen, just spawned right next to me. Didn't even have to like search for him. Came up, and so I've managed to get all 3 of those. So the kind of common streams, I've managed to catch them and complete them already. We've got, what, a few rares, some that are going to be pretty difficult to find, probably like mid-range, some of those Arcana types. I am going to today do, or maybe tomorrow, do a full, like, I'm going to put up like 4 Arcana towers and just see if I can get any of those new creatures and get their evolutions. Hopefully. I might live stream it. I don't know. What do you guys think? You want to see it live streamed or just in the video? Put your comments below. That is it for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future information. That's all from me. See you soon.